Hello, member of the IT committee. I'm just going to show you how to work on the CNA website. But before we do that, it's very important that you know what the part of the website are and how our visitor see this. If you know how they are and how they work, then it becomes easy for you to understand some of the languages that are going to be used during the exercise. Now, I'm going to share my screen with you so you are able to see exactly what I'm talking about. Now, this is my screen. And then to access my website as a visitor, I'm going to be using probably Internet Explorer or Google Chrome. But for my computer, I use Google Chrome, which is this one. Some of you may have Internet Explorer, and the Internet Explorer look like that, but this is my Google Chrome. I'm going to double click on my Google Chrome. I'm going to maximize my screen to make it bigger. So on my Google Chrome, if I type on my address bar www.camnurses, that's camnursesuk.org, and I hit enter, then it takes me straight to our website. It's very, very important for you to understand what all this means, and before that will help you to understand some of the future when we go to the actual process of building the website. This blue line here is called the navigation bar. And your navigation bar is actually where all our pages are shown. For the moment, we have designed it so that every single page that we've opened should show here in our navigation bar. So for instance, just by looking into this, we have a home page, we have an about us page here, we have a testimonial page, important link, we have a meeting date, we have a donation, we have recognition, and we have a contact page. This is the navigation part. Now, if I bring my mouse anywhere in this computer, I'm moving my mouse everywhere in the computer there, you can see the mouse have that shape. It has that shape. If I bring it close to any of these, if I hover my mouse there in the navigation bar, as soon as the navigation bar, the mouse hit one of these words on the navigation bar, it becomes a hand, which means that there's something behind that hand. It's like a door. So if I click on that hand, if I click there, door will open to me to see other feature of the website. If I continue to move my mouse, you will see that every time where my mouse hits a word there, the word is highlighted, and then the mouse become like a hand. So see the changes. You can see the changes as soon as it just like there's nothing, so it become normal. So if I bring it there, you see it becoming like a hand. I'm moving it around, and I'm moving it there. I'm going to go back to this donation page for something very important. You see that there on the when my mouse comes there, there's another page that comes under the donation page. This is different. Around all these pages, if I'm moving my mouse there, as soon as I look at this one, there's a small arrow here that shows that this page has got a sub page. So we'll be talking about sub pages later in the presentation. So when I talk about sub pages, it means that a page that is hidden from navigation bar, you are not going to see that page on navigation bar, but the fact that you are not seeing that page does not mean that the page does not exist. So If I click, for instance, on the home about CNA page here, I click there, then you see that another page come up, you know. So that's why I was saying that we have different things behind the door. If I move my mouse to the testimony, it becomes a hand, and if I click there, it opens a different page to me. This fact that my mouse changed to a hand when it hit certain word is called the hyperlink. That word has got something called hyperlink, which link you to a different page. Now, this is a form. We're going to be talking about that later on, and I will be showing you how to design all this. For the purpose of this presentation, is important that you know. So when we're talking about form is actually something that we design on the website to collect information from our visitors. Now, I'll move from the navigation bar. So you see all the pages there for the moment, the page that we have for our website. Now, how do we get this to work like that is why you are here on this training. The training will now show you how to get this work like that. And I'm going to go straight to that. Now, most of you have the login detail that I've given to you. I'm not going to repeat that here. You already have it. But if you have any problem, just let me know so I can give it to you again. So if I type here on the address bar, change this one now to vistaprint.co.uk, and I hit enter on my keyboard. The Vistaprint page then load in. We have to remember that our website is hosted by Vistaprint. That's why we have to go through them to do any changes in our website. Now, in the Vistaprint website, I've given you all the information to access the account. So if you have all those information now, it will ask you now to log into the website using your username and the password. The username and the password are those that I've given to you. So, for instance, I'm going to move now to the service. This most important part of this now is the services. And under services, you have my website. If I click on my website, you wait for it to load up. This is called the web builder. You will take a time for it to load up, and sometimes you might have to click again. As you can see, it says loading. Yes, it's done now. So here you can see the CameroonNurses.org, and then we have the edit your website. So if I click here on edit my website, your website, click there. The computer will load the web builder for us. This is called web content management. I'll wait for it to load up. And here we are now. We are now on the actual builder. This is not different from what we were seeing before. What we were seeing before was the live website where visitor can see, but in this window now, what you are seeing is the website for you, the builder. It's a different site. So earlier, when I was bringing my mouse on the navigation bar, you were seeing that the navigation bar, all these were changing to hands. So that is no longer possible here because the website wants you now to do something if your mouse goes there. Now, you can see now that the picture is stable, it's not moving. As for on the normal website, they were sliding. That was called the carousel because we put some few picture there to be moving in the frequencies that we want. Now, very, very important on doing our website, on building the website using our web builder is your left-hand side, the left-hand panel. which is here. If you are seeing my mouse, the left-hand panel where I'm moving my mouse is the most important part for you to do so many changes on the website. And not to make it complicated, I'm going to start by adding a page on the CNA website. So to do that, I'm going to move to page setting. And if I click on the page setting, I have that window that pop up like that. And that window shows me actually all the pages. If I scroll there, it shows that all the pages that we have got on the CNA website. Okay, all the pages that we got on the CNA website are shown there. So I am going to be working. Sorry, 1 minute. I'm going to have to plug my computer. It shows that the battery is a bit low. Right, we have corrected, plugged back the charger, so we are now ready to run. So now, we're going to add a page on our website, and we clicked on the page setting, and we had this window, and I was showing to you that how many pages, so many pages there. As for when we load into the actual web page, we could only see some few because they were hiding on the navigation bar. Remember the navigation bar I was talking earlier is still there. But now, if I'm going to add a page called Romain, for instance, I'm going to click on add. So for the purpose of this training, we see that if I click there, the computer, there's a menu that comes here, the window that comes here. This window comes here, and then you need to choose the type of page that you want to do. Now, it says select the page type you want to add on your website. There are so many types. You can add a blank page. You can add an internal link, a blog, a shop, a service, event, a gallery, about us, like you saw earlier in the form, a contact, and then appointment. It all depends on what you want to do with your page. So for instance, I'm going to add now a blank page. So if I click there, the computer, you can see that my mouse flashes here. If it flashes there, it's asking me to enter the page name. So I said earlier that the page, I'm going to be naming this page Romain. So if I type there a Romain training, let's say Romain training, I add this page now, Romain training. We were talking earlier about the navigation bar. So I'm going to leave for the moment. If you see here, we talk about sub-pages, and the example was on the donation and the COVID page, where the COVID was a sub-page of the navigate of the donation page. But I'm going to leave this page to be showing on navigation bar. So I'm going to click. I'm going to leave that open. If I click hide from navigation bar, that means that when visitor will come on the website, they're not going to be able to see that page. So I'm going to leave it. For the content layout, you see the first one is already highlighted. It's a full width. You can make it a full width, meaning that this will take the full page, and then you can decide again what to do later on. You can have a page where at one side of the page you have pictures, for instance, and another side of the page you have letters, or left and right. They're just the same thing. So once I've decided that I'm happy with the type of page that I want to create, then I can click save. Or if I'm not happy, I can rename it, or I can decide to cancel. So now I'm going to save that page. When I save it, the computer will do that for me. And then I have here now on the navigation bar, as you can see, after the contact page, now we have a new page that is created called Romain. It's highlighted because just to show that that is where we are actually working. Now, if I click anywhere now on the computer, you will see that that panel has disappeared. The setting has disappeared. Now, at this point now, I'm going to be, it says here, drag and drop block here. So I can decide to do so many things here just by clicking, rather than dragging and dropping. What I'm going to be doing is to click here on this link here, and then bring certain stuff that I want to do on the website. If I click there, you wait for the website to load certain block. So now, if I click there, I have different things that I can put in. So they all here, they're all there. Everything that I want to put in are here. Let's go through some of them that are important. Now, if I want a website, if I want a page where I want picture on it, and at the left-hand side, for instance, on my picture, I have a bit of description of what is in the picture, then I can choose this one. This and the first and the second one are just the same. But if I have a page where I only want to write paragraph, I don't want to insert any picture at all, I'm going to use the first one. So let us use the second one, because we will be able to add pictures and also to add some paragraphs. So if I click on the second one and I drag it and bring it inside here, I drop it there. So my page now is now open for editing. So it says click here to add a title. So that's the title of the article I'm putting here, not the title of the page, because the title of the page is here. Every time you open a new page, it will be the last one on the navigation bar. Now, here, the first one is click add a title. So if I click there, you will see that a menu has come up, and then the click here to add a title has now become blue, which means that it's also open for editing. I can change those words to fit what I want to do. So I can put there first training, for instance, first training. So the title of my page, of the article I'm going to write there, is called first training. And if I bring my mouse underneath there, it says paragraph. You will see here at the corner, it says paragraph. So to edit the paragraph, if I click inside the paragraph is now blue, so it's open for editing. I can write everything I want to write on that page. And I can, for instance, say Romain is doing a training today on the CNA website. Not worry about the spelling. Very, very important here is that you can write your documents on the Microsoft Word and copy and paste, because all these tools here are just like Microsoft Word, where you can edit your documents. You can make the size, this for the size. You can change the font of your writing. You can make your writing bold, provided you highlight your writing. You can make it italic. You can underline. You can underline. You can do so many things there. You can number. You can change the color. Everything is there. So for you. Now, if I click anywhere outside the box, then I have already created a page with a paragraph, a title, and a paragraph. The title is first first training, and then Romain, the paragraph is Romain is doing a training today on the CNA website. Now, I'm going to add a picture of in my article, for instance. So if I double click on the image, it says here image. If I double click on my image, you see that window appear like that. So now I need to change that image to the image that I'm happy with. So I'm going to let's move my picture there so it doesn't hide what we're going to do. So I'm going to change the image to something the type of image that suits the article that I wanted to write. So if I go on top of here, says there, select a different image. So if I click there, on my computer, I've already loaded certain image inside the computer, or I can choose certain images from the internet. I can search the internet, for instance, for a picture that I want to do. I type it there, I will search on the internet, or I can just go to my image. If I click my images, certain images are already loaded in the CNA website. Certain images are already loaded there. So I can choose one image from there and put there. But however, if let's say the image was not on the CNA website already, then I'm going to have to add my image. In this instance, I'm going to click on add image, and then this window will appear where it asks me to drag, but I'm also going to click there to upload the image from my computer. If I click there, the computer is now open for me to upload the image. Now, if I look for an image there inside my computer, can look for any sort of image. Let's say I want to put this microscope here. So I can select once I click on the image that I want, I click open. The image, it says processing the image. The image is now placed on inside my website. The computer will do the job for me. It takes some time to fix it. And depending on our internet connection. Yes, as you can see now, the image, the microscope image is now being added to the CNA website. I can decide part of the image that I want to insert, so I can crop the image. Yeah, I can crop it, make it bigger, smaller, or choose part of the image that I want to put. If I'm happy, I can crop it until I'm happy, and then when I'm happy with what I want to do, I'm just going to save my image. If I click save, I can even give a title to my image. If I click on the title to edit, say edit description, I can click there and I put a title, or I can just leave it like that. So if I save the changes, click on save the changes, you will see that in few seconds now, just in a few seconds, the microscope now has now become part of the website that I have, the article that I wanted to create today. So what I've done now is to create a page called Romain Training. Under the page called Romain Training, I've given a title called First Training, and within the title called, under the title called First Training, I've given a paragraph. The paragraph can be as long as you want. I can change it. I can come back and re-edit it anytime I want. Also, I have inserted a photograph from my computer, and that is now ready for us. So that the video is not too long, I'm going to stop the recording at this point so we can do the other one to make it easy to upload on the system.